Okay. So, we back here again. So before I even get into any of this bullshit, I'm gonna be promoting the posts. I will be promoting the posts, so I don't really give a damn. We're not gonna be here long anyway. I've got some people that I'm going to target as part of my criticism. I wonder if it's long enough, then I'll obviously include it as part of the tweet. Let me check. Okay, not bad. I feel completely fucked off with everything that I've seen so far, man. It's disgraceful. It makes me think that you people are completely fucked. Like, absolutely fucked. In the head, man. But this is the best way for me to start off. So, tonight, nothing's off limits. I'm not going to be here long, but I'm going to be addressing a lot of the bullshit that we've been dealing with. The lies, the rumours, and the slander about me. It's focused all around me. Let's take it a step back away from, well, obviously Tessi for a bit. And I just wanted to talk and mention briefly that the backlash that I've been receiving has been completely, totally disproportionate. Completely and totally disproportionate. I've had people making accusations about, the kind of person I am. People can have opinions as to, well, this guy's creepy, this guy's weird, or whatever. They can say whatever they want in that respect. Yes, if someone gives you a certain kind of vibe, you're gonna call them that, isn't it? That's how it goes. Never would I thought that I would be accused of so much more. Of there's people accusing me of being some kind of paedophile because I watch Tessi and have been watching Pokimane. Now we're gonna go on the Reddit that shows the exact text. So what I've just said basically is on the Reddit itself. I just wanted to clarify one point before we go very deep into that there is no way I could be a paedophile for watching for the likes of, again, as I said, take it a step back from Tessie, but if I watch Pokimane, she's practically the same age as me. So if I give you pedo vibes because of that, that's your fucking issue, mate. You need to actually research the definition of what a paedophile genuinely is. People like you make me sick. You're running a Reddit as if it's in the best interest of anyone. You're trying to make it out that you're actually there to help people when all you're there to do is slander and lie about someone that you don't know anything about. And they've admitted that they don't even watch that much of the streams. They've only been clipping some small bits of it. So how could they ever understand what the fuck is going on in my mind if they won't even take the time to look at the whole source material? These people need to seriously fix up. You're playing with people's lives here for no reason. And not because I've done anything wrong in particular. I mean, if you start spouting out serious false accusations and allegations against people and try to get that investigated, I don't even know what is there to be investigated to begin with. Oh, Sour Melon, how you doing, man? Sorry if I was a little bit late to responding to your message, dude. It's been very tough, I'm not gonna lie to you, Sour Melon. People have really, really started to pile the pressure onto me. Not only is that pressure, I would say, from your usual haters, but I'm starting to believe that I'm basically being set up. I'm being set up right now. So yeah, I just wanted to first of all, let me just get that one out. I just wanted to address a few things that have been talked about on this new Reddit that has been made about me. So as you can see, the title's addressing rumours that have been made. Now, just wanted to clarify to a lot of you that there's been some lies that have been circulating across the community, or the Reddit community, whatever the fuck they call themselves. I need to keep an eye out on chat. I keep forgetting. And the issue is that there's been some serious accusations that have been made against me. We're just going to quickly look into that. As you can see, you know, on this post, they've started saying shit about, hey look, evidence of spineless mod, code, code, they call me simp. They're really taking the piss, aren't they? Mentally abusing Tessi. I'm not mentally abusing anyone, so that's a very big accusation to be making, saying that I'm mentally abusing someone. I'm just participating in chat. Simple as that. Playing into her delusions, even though he doesn't believe what she's saying. You know, I completely believed at the time that what was being said was true based on what I've seen at the time. I'm not trying to do this for fun. I wasn't just trying to feed anyone any kind of false delusions. I know this one is about the whole goddess of tuna shit. No offense. I know that you're already watching, and I know that you've made a complaint about me calling out people who are viewing the live stream, right? Asking them to say something on the chat as if you're being bullied or coerced into it. You're the one who's coming onto the live stream. You feel free whether you want to type something or not. It's not like I'm going to be banging on about it throughout the entire time. I'm only going to mention it once, probably even twice. If you're already watching silently and you're from the Reddit community, make a comment. You know, what's the worst that can happen? On the live stream, you could probably get me to slip up and say something that would be beneficial to you. Even though I don't know why you're doing this, like, I don't know what your vendetta is against me. All I ever did was try to state my opinion on the situation. I tried to show my support for a creator that I liked and tried to give the benefit of a doubt. And I tell you something, the reason why I am doing this is because I'm not like a lot of you people, man. I don't think in black and white. I don't think, oh, this person is beyond repair or something like that. No. I've seen a lot of fucked up shit in my life, man. To know that this isn't nothing close. The things that are being said is nothing compared to the things that, like, I've seen, which were just for fun, you know? According to other people. They're punishing a young girl, like, but anyways, it doesn't seem like anything I'll say will change what you're going to do, basically. Even though that my honest opinion, that you went way too far. Way too far. So, just recapping, again, silent watchers just literally sitting by idle, just wanting to hear what kind of tea I'm spilling out today. Oh Lord. Hey look, Paul Brent, you must be watching, aren't you? Okay. You know what, I don't really care anymore. I don't really give a fuck about what Paul Brent has to say. It's his opinion, and I'm never going to change that guy's mind. You know, he's not the one who's been causing me any kind of grief or issue, even though he has been commenting and saying, why the hell are you doing this? You know, but that's not the worst as to what's happened. I'm not, you know, crying or bitching or this stream isn't to address that kind of hate. Haters will be haters. People will say whatever they want to say. I'm saying going a step further and making false accusations about people because they don't subscribe to your opinion on Tessi. And that's what I've been faced with. That's my real issue. Some serious allegations have been raised. Or been made about me, basically. We're just going to play this quick clip.
With 1 terabyte total of me. That is goddess of tuna.
That's what she thought. And I thought the account was suspicious,
Really?
but
No,
because you don't know who these people in Reddit are. So She said that she had evidence as well. I didn't see it personally. I literally just, on the chat, I only responded
She left me and she
literally
kept breaking up with
by
me and
impulse.
I
People say
we
dumb
can
shit
show
in the
that.
chat all the time,
Matt
man.
has a terabyte of videos of me.
All along. All I ever said was that it was sus. I never said anything.
Tuna was sus. You like no really. You
All I
don't
ever
need
said
4 hard drives.
was that
You don't
she
need
was
4.
sus. I'm telling you.
You don't even need a.
Let me just
like, no,
check
really,
that
you-
again. That's all I said. Goddess of Tuna was sus all along. Sus as in she's suspicious, that's it. You don't know who's behind the accounts, especially when they're anonymous and there's no social media profiles to link them to. Is it wrong for me to say that? And then what do they put on the headline instead? That's the whole clip. Let's finish it.
You
In
don't
fact,
need 4 hard drives. You don't need 4.
all Tessie did, I'm telling you,
You don't even need
Oh.
a fucking hard drive, let alone.
it's Matt, I've got evidence, and I was like, okay, it was sus all along.
Some crazy
So
stuff.
I
man.
never really
Sus.
verified it myself.
I swear to God.
Don't try to put words in my
What
mouth.
podcast?
All I just want to know
1
who the hell
terabyte total
these
of
people
me.
are. So instead, this somehow translated into being evidence of spineless mod code Simp96 mentally abusing Tessie by playing into her delusions, even though he doesn't believe what she's saying, and is making a severely mentally ill girl even sicker. Now, 1. Stop discriminating against people who have mental health issues. Most people suffering mental health issues are functional. You need to stop fucking around and acting like they can't take care of themselves. People like you who made that comment, that zebra scalers motherfucker, zebra scalers. Fuck you and your fucking Reddit, bro. Who the fuck do you think you are? And if you're watching this live, come and chat. This is probably gonna be the last time I'm gonna ask you people, because, I'm sick and tired of this shit. It's getting to a point where it's getting a lot more serious than it really should be, and this isn't even the worst. I just wanted to mention a few things. She is not as ill as people perceive her to be. Yes, she may suffer from mental health issues and is prescribed, again, Vyvanse and Adderall. That's nothing major. A severely mentally ill person is schizophrenic. Tessie is not schizophrenic. People who are armchair psychologists are trying to diagnose that she may have schizophrenia are not professionals, and they're not in a position to be making such kind of diagnoses. So the people like, well, she needs to see a doctor. People will say that to anybody. As I said, again, you're chatting shit because of someone who's dealing with mental health issues. Yeah, she is looking beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna front. Urme Horhagate. Yes, I remember you, dude. I remember you. I never knew that you guys would come on. So basically, for you who is new, I'm just addressing rumors and lies that have been made about me on this new Reddit, /PlaymateTessi _drama. I dare you to post. I dare you to post on that Reddit in support of Tessie, and you will get banned. These people, they're out to tear her down, but they're also out to tear me down for having supported her in the first place. So now they're dragging me through the mud as well. Now they're making lies about me, and now they're making false accusations and saying that they will report me to my local police authority if needs be for something. Again, I don't even know what I'd be reported for. They haven't clarified that. Yes, Tessie equals hearts. I'm not doing it properly. But yeah, that's all good. So yeah, I mean, just carrying on from my point. A severely mentally ill person is schizophrenic, and they need to be institutionalized. That's the most severe form. Not that many people suffer from that, and they wouldn't be able to function on a day-to-day so easily. So for that person to be making that kind of comment, it was completely insensitive and discriminatory against anyone suffering from actual mental health issues. Especially, the only thing is people like seek help. You have to understand that when you're having to, in a country like the US, like, your fucked up healthcare system makes it a lot harder to seek the help that people need because of insurance. So maybe you need to start fucking voting or lobbying your governments, the Democrats, the Republicans, the Republicans would never fucking listen. Democrats are always, pretending that they are, but they ain't. Then, unfortunately, you have a mental health pandemic, and most people who are functioning like Tessie are just going to have to deal with it with the meds that they got, because there isn't really any other alternative, at least none that won't cost that much. That's another side point. I don't even know why. The only reason why I even talked about that is because of basically how fucked the wording of the sentence was. I'm not playing into anyone's delusion. I basically played the clip. I never said anything about who the goddess Atuna was, apart from the fact that she was sus. Because of my time speaking with her on the previous Reddit, I don't even know if goddess Atuna is an actual woman. It's probably some 40-year-old dude, 60-year-old dude in fact, sorry, in a basement, literally typing as we speak. And I'm not even trying to offend you. I'm just saying you could be anyone. At least with me, you know who you're speaking to. You know it. You know enough for you to do whatever you need to do, i.e. the false reporting. So if you want to go ahead and do it on baseless accusations and false accusations, you're wasting valuable resources and time. You know? Anyways, just wanted to let you know. I believe that she's sus, but I don't believe I know who she is, or who the actual account was. It's misleading to have made a Reddit about that, man. I felt pissed off. Very, very pissed. Look how messed up this Reddit is. They even made one about me. They need to find new hobbies. They literally documented that as if it's major news. It could have been anyone else. When it happened to Long Island Loner, I didn't see anything said about him. Oh yeah, but he wasn't making videos like you were, man. Yeah, so what? I make streams, I make videos. Thousands of people have done that about Tessie. Most of them are against her. I'm one of the only few who've made, streams in support of her, just saying that I dig her content, thought it was funny. I just wanted to give my opinion, my thoughts on it. I never said anything out of line. I never threatened anyone. I never attacked anyone. I never tried to go after anyone. People want to express their opinion and tell me, oh, you're wrong. Feel free to do it. I don't mind. I'll try listen as best as I possibly can, from where you're coming from. But most of it is the same old shit. Misogynist, sexist things being said. Oh, the only reason why you simp for is because you want to be in bed with her. You want to do something. Why is it that when it comes to females, there's a certain kind of language that is used? But if it was a male creator that I was simping for or whatever, saying the exact same thing, no one would give a fuck. You need to really adjust your attitudes, man. Just because she's a girl doesn't mean she's like some kind of piece of meat that everybody wants to have a piece of. Like, who's on display on stream for everyone to drool over. And that's how, the way that they're commenting makes it seem like that. You really need to fix up some of y'all. God, I really appreciate that sour melon. The prince, yeah, man. I mean, they be hating, man. They be hating. It doesn't matter how, I say, reasonable the argument that you make against them. They will always find another excuse for you to not. Basically, they just don't want you to show any kind of support for her. They want to cancel her. They want to ruin her. Sad thing is that just a little bit less. If she did just a little bit less, then they practically have no reason to stop. Well, to try and cancel and take her down for. And even if she has made mistakes, which, I believe everyone has made mistakes. I've made mistakes. Tessie's made mistakes. Goddamn, David Dobrik made mistakes. Everyone. Then they should be given the opportunity to try at least clear their name, or like to move on from whatever happens. They should be able to move on. And it just shocks me, the things that they even said. Like I said, latest YouTube stream, they literally came on, started slandering me to no end. I just need to replay it for the last
With
time.
1 TB total
Apparently,
SD.
this is me playing into delusions.
That
Apparently,
is funny.
this is me. What else did they say? Really?
No, he
Making a
I
severely
literally
mentally
have
ill girl
evidence.
even sicker, right?
I have evidence that way. Guys,
Me
literally
mentally
have
abusing
evidence.
Tessie,
It's
playing
not
into
gonna be about
delusions.
how,
All I said was Goddess Atuna was
she's
sus. The
listening to
account
get
was
breaking
sus.
up with
I
me
never
and
said
she
anything else. I wrote that
Wait,
in the chat.
we could show that.
So if you guys are zooming in a little bit further, and this is what they have to say about me. They're literally lying. I'm sick and tired of this, man. Look at what Ultranum had to say about me. This is another sus account that I've seen on the other Reddit, the old Reddit basically. And this is exactly what they had to say. He's just trying to stir up trouble for the sake of it now. Best thing to do is ignore him. Baiting is a pointless exercise on his part. Cold comfort when he's enabling someone's poor mental health, I know. But unless she scraps him like she scrapped many of our other simps, there isn't much people can do except keep reporting her offensive streams. You can't be reporting something that insults you and offends you if it's not breaking any community fucking guidelines. Whatever happened to South Park, Family Guide, Adult Humor? That is very offensive. Yet you don't see like Fox News or Comedy Central pulling any of those shows. They've been going on for over 20 fucking seasons. Tessie has not said anything anywhere near as bad. YouTube platform is meant to be a little bit more open than major networks, right? Especially for smaller creators. And you have people like this, acting as if those shows never existed. That's the kind of bullshit that I'm talking about. It is running amok. Megan Beth, at the moment, I go by code SM, code Simp96, Simpsiety, Simpatron 5000, The Simpleton, The Simpsons. But yeah. Apart from that, like, it's good to have you on board. I've been meaning to actually go on stream, but because of the shit that I've seen on the Reddit and all that, I really needed to sort a few things out over the Easter weekend basically, and I'm being slandered, lied about, falsely accused, and having people threatening to report me as well to the authorities. It's been terrible. I haven't done anything wrong apart from express my opinion. All I ever did was say my views on the situations. Go look at every single other one of my previous streams. Literally just me talking about what I think. Oh hey, this isn't so bad. Oh hey, this is funny. Oh, like, it's nothing that major. Yet they make it seem like I'm some kind of mental abuser, some kind of person who's trying to twist someone who's a vulnerable person's mind. Like, that's wrong. Look at the headline of this: evidence of spineless mod, code Simp96. So they thought it would be funny to insult and make fun of my name. Ha ha. As if I haven't used it for my titles anyway. These people, man. But they're accusing me of mentally abusing Tessie by playing into her delusions, even though I don't believe she's saying what she's saying and is making a severely mentally ill girl even sicker. Now, I said that these people are prejudiced and discriminating against people suffering from mental health issues. So the so-called cancel culture brigade, full of SJWs who want to defend every protected characteristic, have seemed to have forgotten about people who suffer from mental health and treat them like they're less than human, treat them like they can't look after themselves, that they can't manage it on a day-to-day, that they can't be independent and they need to be institutionalized. Most people, or a very large proportion of people, suffer from mental health issues at some point in their lives, and they will be able to manage it. They just need a little bit of help, some therapy, and possibly medication to go with that. They're acting like this girl is suffering from schizophrenia and that she needs to be institutionalized when they say severely mentally ill girl even sicker. The way that they phrased it, it's so fucking like if they thought Tessie was offensive, you know, that's all I'm just trying to say. But that's true. They have nothing on me, Beth. Megan, like literally, I don't know what they would be reporting me for. I'm gonna show you the Reddit where they've actually where they talk about um, reporting me to local authorities. I'll show you that, and then you give me your thoughts on that. The Free Britney. Oh yeah, the conservatorship that Britney Spears has, or her father has over her. Free Britney. But it's true, free Britney, because Britney Spears has been a cash cow for how long? Yet she still has a conservatorship over her. So these people are using a lawsuit completely like dictating someone's life even though they're capable of managing their own lives. Yet Britney is being swindled out of her own hard earned fucking money because of this order. Oh no, we can't remove the order because she's not of sound mind. Oh, my notification was a Tessie stream. Oh, you actually thought. Oh, why a monkey? Um, it kind of seemed like that. The way that I just like addressing rumors. Yes, I know, but it isn't. Unfortunately, I'm not Tessie. It's the next best thing, baby. It's good to have you back, there, why monkey. I've been alright. Easter has not been good at all, man. Literally just been going into a lot of rumors that have been going on, well, have been circulating by the Reddit community, the usual suspects, Ultranum, Goddess Atuna, Zebra Scallies, the person responsible for this particular Reddit post. The things that they've been saying about me is just completely wrong. It's wrong, they got it wrong. I've just been giving my opinion about the streams and all that stuff and like what I think of them, and they act as if I'm some kind of torturer, abuser. Like the only clip they have is something less than 1 minute, me going on the chat saying Goddess Atuna is sus. The only reason why I said that. Oh, okay. How's Long Island doing, man? I hope he's okay. In fact, I think I might need to speak to him very soon. Um, Good to hear that, man. It's good to hear. Wow. All right. The last 25 minutes. Okay. Um, that's nice to hear. Hope everyone's okay, man. Hope you all been like doing well throughout the Easter. Um, yeah, man. It's just been a little bit crazy. I've just been like looking at all the posts that have been made about me in the latest streams, basically, and safe to say, I'm not fucking happy. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad. There's a lot of drama that's been going on. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm being set up, man. I feel like I'm being set up. Um, so this wasn't the only one, obviously, that they were talking. Wait, there's other comments about that we didn't even go into it. Yeah, so look, they're saying I'm trying to stir up trouble. Best to do is just to ignore me. That was actually good advice. I'm not even putting you on blast. I think that paragraph, the next one has nothing much to do with me, but that paragraph at the top is the best way to deal with it. Really? Okay. Okay. What do you mean? Do you think... So, the original reason why she's getting hate is because of the cancer chick. We know that. Cancer girl, you're deep in my heart, man. I'm wishing that you're okay, by the way. In case anyone thinks I have any ill will or feeling towards her, I don't. I hope she's okay, and if she wants to reach out, I'm more than happy to talk to her. But yeah, I mean, if they've run out of using her as an outlet to hate, and they're gonna start blaming me for that situation, it wouldn't be the craziest thing I've seen. Not in this whole situation, but in life in general, man. Look at that. The sensational headline. Look at the slanderous headline about me feeding delusions, making a severely mentally ill person even sicker, saying things that I don't believe in myself, even though I do believe that Goddess Atuna is sus. I never said Goddess Atuna was anyone. I only said that she was sus. Um, so this person actually came in saying another thing that was very interesting. The sensational headline set me up for disappointment. It's true. It's not a sensational headline. It's a slanderous headline. That's why it set you up for disappointment, because it's not fucking true. You're just doing what I'm sure most of our squad has been doing all along. Literally, I'm just a cheerleader. Can you blame me for that? It can be. That's funny. Oh yeah. Okay, okay. Like Hampton Brandon and all that. Hampton Brandon. Hampton cancelled. Never Poseidon. EBZ is poor. Corrine is pouring. Man, I love that shit, man. That's practically why after I checked out those tracks, I was completely sold. I knew it was something special, man. Tessie was something special from that. But things changed when she went viral. Damn. It's just that she was open up to a whole brand new audience of toxic people and commentator YouTubers as well. They are fixated. Can't they get anything better to do? The only reason why I even make streams is not really to hate on anyone in particular. It's just to show my appreciation for the stuff that I like. Give my opinion. It may be controversial because a lot of people hate it, but just because a lot of people hate it doesn't mean that I should. But people will give their reasons. They'll be like, discrimination, racism, homophobia, all sorts of other things as well. And I'm like, well, you should really be like getting evidence and keeping your receipts of all that shit. So whenever you do mention it, make sure that you have that side by side. So far, no one's really been coming at me with it. So Ganville was the one who's been pushing her to do the Omegle shit. Reddit. Reddit is the dark web, mate. I'm on the dark web right now. Reddit is the dark web because you got some shady ass motherfucking characters on there. But I imagine you mentioned something, Wire Monkey, about Ganville getting involved and helping where he could, bringing her up only to try tear someone down. And now there's obviously issues between the two of them. We know that. Which is not what you that's terrible, man. Like the fact that he was even getting involved to that extent, saying like, even whilst, for example, whilst being moderator, little hints saying, I'm gonna destroy Tessie's career. Did it though? You think that it would, but even with all the negative attention, it introduced her to an audience of, for example, there's a lot of people without that situation would never have come across her, would never have been fans of Tessie if they didn't know about her because of all the drama surrounding it. That kind of aggressive marketing, right? Like, there's not much I could really say about it. The majority of the people that will find out about that situation are they're going to hate. They're going to hate. But there is a small minority, or a decent amount, that will be like, hey, she's not so bad. This is just a troll doing a skit. Wow, so you do. At least you're keeping your receipts, Wire Monkey. That's good. That's a horrible thing to do. Maybe you should have just stuck to making fun of Aaron Carter. Or prank calling Aaron Carter like he was that's all I know him for, apart from Tessie, is for, basically, if you want to accuse Tessie of bullying people on Omegle, you might as well accuse Ganville of bullying Aaron Carter. He's bullying Aaron Carter. Leave Aaron alone. Leave Aaron alone, Ganville. He can't handle it. Oh man. But yeah, that's bad. Should never have someone who's setting out to destroy you or to take advantage of you that close to you. I would never stab anyone in the back like that. Never, ever, ever would I stab anyone in the back like that. And the last person that I want to see hurt is Tessie. believe it or not, man. All these people thinking that I'm trying to manipulate and do this and that. There's nothing much to it. How hard is it to literally just go live and go on your goddamn browser and to talk about these things? I'm suing you for your wigs and your cancer money. I remember that. I keep referencing that. I'm like, how can you believe this crap? Like, how can you believe this stuff? This is the kind of stuff that I would hear on like Family Guy. I'm suing you for your wigs. These people, like I said, they are not in... I don't know whether it's a generational thing. I doubt that it is. It's more of the era, the whole cancel culture era. People just won't. They won't stand for this kind of stuff anymore. How could you really take it serious? And the majority of the people are literally up in arms. Soon, at this rate, everything's going to be cancelled. Either they're using their bias of previous videos they watched of her, bias that they already don't like her, and using that to reinforce that, or they genuinely feel that way about anyone, it doesn't matter who they are. Then these people should be complaining about other shows like South Park, Family Guy, and when it comes to YouTube, they should be complaining about hundreds of thousands of creators who do worse than Tessi. Many who aren't as big, many who are bigger in terms of, let's look of actual YouTube numbers, etc. So, it's worrying. Soon you won't be able to have any fun content up. Where the fuck are we gonna go to for our kicks? No one had been threatened. This isn't relentless. This was a one-off situation. It's on Omegle, the ultimate trolling platform. Soon they're gonna cancel each other. Soon they're gonna cancel each other. Trust me. Soon we won't be able to watch Peppa Pig anymore. It's ridiculous the way things have gone. It is a mob mentality, and these people need to stand down. When will they realise that it doesn't matter how many times that they report someone, if it does not break the terms of service or community guidelines, then there's no way that you're taking it down. The amount of times I've been on chat and people are like, report for spam, and she's literally falling asleep. She's literally 3 hours into sleep. The whole stream was sleeping. Grew up watching Andrew Dice Clay, Richard Pryor, Sam Kinison. This is nothing compared to... Tessi is nothing compared to those comedians. Tessi is nothing compared to those comedians. If they existed in this day and age, or if they were popular at this point, they would get cancelled, 100% guaranteed. No word of a lie. All those modern comedians, like, I would say sort of modernish, like Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle, they're not even that offensive anyway. Like, they've literally had to tone it back for the PC culture. That's why they've got so much, like, deals going on. But honestly speaking, man, whatever happened to that kind of comedy? Megan, you completely get it. Wire Monkey, you completely get it. Sour Melon, you already know what it is, man. I hope Ermi is still with us. I'm just scrolling through the goddamn chat. And look what they're saying. Surprised you didn't ban him for admitting. Okay, I didn't admit anything, by the way. I didn't admit I wrote anything. I didn't write shit. They're accusing me of things that I didn't do. I got banned from this Reddit, by the way. I already got banned. I posted on it, that's why. And just straight up, so it continues to be... Thank you so much, Sal Melon. It's tough, man. I guess, look, it's not that I was even particularly offended or, like, I was worried about anything. I'm not worried about getting into trouble with anybody. Although, it's true, if somebody does swat you, because it happens, you know, Ice Poseidon, the guy got swatted at an airplane, and that almost ruined everything. Imagine, obviously I'm not going to get swatted for dumb shit. It would be in relation to anything that they would falsely accuse me of. So, as long as everything checks out, there's nothing to worry about, but it's a massive inconvenience having to worry about that kind of stuff. So even when you do go to bed and you fall asleep, you can't actually sort of get that out of your head, even if you're not guilty of anything. It's not a guilty conscience, it's just, you're like, why am I facing this kind of pressure? you know, if I didn't really do anything to deserve it. But yeah, and look, blah blah, something about, and these people want to know a bit more about me. What's my deal? I tried to watch one of his videos. I couldn't hear a word. It's like a whisper and quiet monotone. That's it. All you get is a boring ass motherfucker talking about what's on his mind. So it's good that someone's being honest and not trying to sensationalize it. I don't watch him either. I'll skim it through VOD due to someone talking about his banning spree. Banning spree? What banning spree? Oh right. Nice to hear. Oh man. Damn. Why a monkey, man? I'm so. Uh, I'm so sorry. I'm really, really sorry. That must have been one of the most fucked up experiences I've ever seen. Old apartment, shotguns pointed at your head when you open the door. Literally home for lunch. To think one little. I don't even want to think about it. But that's why everyone, every single one of you who think about false reporting, especially trolls, that kind of trolling is damaging. You know when. That's. We're kind of going into. Well, sidestepping the conversation for a bit. Basically, anyone who does this literally and specifically just for fun. Okay, before swatting was a thing on net live streams, so people can get satisfaction from watching it happen. Yeah, right in front of their very eyes. That's terrible. These people doing it, you're ruining people's lives for no reason. Innocent people could get hurt. Innocent people can get hurt. These anonymous callers, I'm sick and tired of these anonymous callers. Anonymous callers will say anything. The anonymous callers are the people who are prank calling and would end up getting you swatted. There's no evidence. You would have probably heard a shot from a mile away. Maybe it was someone out to sort of get to you. That's the thing. What Ice Poseidon, for example, the one thing that he had to do whenever he live streamed back when he was in LA a couple of years back, during the golden era of IRL, he actually had to contact police departments individually and speak to them and say, look, swatting is a serious issue. It's going to happen. I'm just going to inform you beforehand that the people calling are people watching the stream. So he's given them a heads up and a warning. That's meant that the whenever it has happened, it's become a lot less confrontational. So the thing is that most people don't really know what happens, but it's true. I mean, so they've turned up to his house, and he's even like brought the officers in and said, "Hey, don't worry, these officers are just stream snipers. They're watching my stream." I see. Well, that's the thing. The only suspicion there, why Monkey, is that it must have been someone who you knew regarding any particular situation that may have went down. So I see. It's messed up. It's not right. And this kind of culture, man, this is what ends up getting people killed. People end up dying. Innocent lives are gonna, whether dead or hurt. A lot of the cases of swatting, you're gonna end up getting arrested anyway, just so that they can carry out the investigation. And God knows how long it's gonna take for you to be sort of bailed out. And the fact that they knew as well, like, that is just sus. That's suspicious, man. That's really, really suspicious. My favourite pick of the incredible, beautiful, talented Princess Tessi. I don't really know. I honestly don't know. I think my favourite picks are the ones on the thumbnails, to be honest. I don't really have a favourite. I really don't. I really like this one. If you can see it, the one that says Twitch stream. She looks very different in that, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. Hey, look, check that out. Do you guys... Oh no, you guys don't even see it, do you? I'm just gonna slide myself over this side. Yeah, that looks a little bit weird. I posted on the Reddit. I was like, thanks people, keep it up. Right? And after that, I posted another one on another Reddit, then I got banned. So that was completely fucked. I scuffed it. Cool. They even made a whole, like, what else? They even made a whole thread about me, man. Check this out. Sorry, but I just had to make this a topic. Aware being aware is the Reddit name, by the way, the user. And he just had to make this a topic, right? So, I've got my own subreddit post. And read what it says. Oh, oh lord. So, sorry, I just had to make it a topic. It just boggles my mind how Maya single-mindedly always makes the most self-destructive decisions. So, modding me is one of the most self-destructive decisions ever. Okay. After all, I don't think I'm the only one who realized what a tremendous danger. This is where they really start accusing me. Guys, I really want your honest opinions about this crap, man. I really need your thoughts. God. Oh yeah, the Versace frames. But look at what they're saying. Readers, what a tremendous danger this guy is. After all, I don't think I'm the only one who's realized what a tremendous danger this guy is. And how he's been stalking her for weeks. I even think, what? Labelist 2, who's pro-Tessi, had already written about it. So, I've been called a tremendous danger, just for being a fan of Tessi streams, just for having participated in the chats, the comments, responding to social media posts, and just putting up streams on all platforms, as in all the socials. Why wouldn't I put my streams on... Why wouldn't I put my streams on all the other social networks like Facebook, Twitter, you know, Instagram? Why wouldn't I do that? I want people to see, you know, it's there for everyone to see, to hear my thoughts. So yeah, I mean, it's very slanderous, this post that has been made. Maya must have been completely lost her mind to get this psycho on board and close to her. So now I'm being called a psychopath. I'm a psychopath, guys. This aware being aware from the darkest corner of Reddit called me a psychopath, so it must be true. And you're just leaving comments, Megan. You're just leaving comments, and they're threatening to find your IP address. This is harassment. They can get in trouble and they can get taken off the platform for that kind of behavior. If anyone's doing that on YouTube, they can get banned for that. They can get their account banned. That's harassment, and if anybody does take it any further, you can even go to the authorities. You don't promote self-harm. You never said anything about that, did you? Okay, here's how they think. So you support Tessi. That must mean that you support self-harm as well. That's not true. Yeah, anyone that doesn't hate on her is a psycho. It's anyone. That goes... It doesn't matter who you are, what you think, what you said. So these people are tarring you off with the same brush. That's not right. You can't be making false accusations up about people just because they don't want to give Tessi death threats. So they call us psychos, but what about the people threatening to actually, for example, do bad things to Tessi? What about them? Are they not psychopaths as well? The people who have said some really horrible things about her. Really? Fake the haters out? That is what really... I think that's really causing a lot of issue, in my honest opinion. That saga has caused a lot of issue, but I got a little bit more information about that, and at the end of the day, yeah, 100% they're more psycho. I've seen some horrible things said about Tessi, and none of these people have come to address that. Yet, when we start to say, look, we don't feel like she should be insulted the way she is. We don't feel that she should be attacked the way that she is. If anybody has genuine concerns, I mean, I'm always hoping to hear about that. But these people have taken it way too far and started saying some ridiculous fucking shit. And they're making Reddits about it as well. There's only 34 members, as you can see, only 34 members, only 12 of them online at this particular time, where it's meant to be quite busy during the day, I imagine. So it's not that big a community. If you want to go join it, join it. You're not going to get anywhere. They're going to ban anyone who's literally tries to give Tessi the benefit of the doubt. I don't mean you have to be super pro Tessi. You just literally have to sort of play devil's advocate with what they're saying, and they will have you banned. It's an echo chamber. They only want the same opinions. Alright. Watching that live. Okay. Yeah. I see. Oh, so they understood. But that's the thing, man. I think people were looking for that anyway. When she was talking about art and art and art and stuff, I think people were already... What am I trying to communicate to you, Paul? First of all, well done for making it onto the stream instead of catching me a little bit too late. So, Paul, you're in my turf right now. You're in my turf right now, man. I'm just trying to communicate to you that there's a lot of people that have been spreading rumours and making false allegations and accusations about me. They called me a psychopath. They tried to report me to the police for something that I can't really get in trouble for. I still don't know what I'm being threatened with, or what they're threatening to report me with. Couldn't see, yeah, we couldn't, but then people on the Reddit, on the old Reddit, in fact, they apparently got screenshots of what was on the phone. And that was at the time that this was actually going on, so they put that on the Reddit post, but since they privated the Reddit, we can't actually see it. That was a while ago as well. So, yeah. She must have lost her mind to get me on board, this psycho. I thought they already thought that she lost her mind. That's what all the fuss is about. And look at what these people are saying about me as well. Look at this. But of course this was to be expected somehow. I had already written that I absolutely don't think he's a normal simp, as he likes to pretend to be, but a sick and broken complete psycho. Let me highlight that shit, man. Let me repeat that. I absolutely don't think he's a normal simp, as he likes to pretend to be, but a sick and broken complete psycho. Guys, stay away from me. You heard it from this Redditor first. PS phone? Oh yeah. Could be Photoshop, yeah. It could be anything these days, man. I don't trust pictures all that much, like... And look at what they've been claiming about me on this Reddit as well. My prognosis, as if this guy's some kind of fucking expert. She will never get rid of him without police and court. He will accompany her for the next years and become more and more insane and fanatical until an accident happens. And this is not even funny. This isn't funny. This is really concerning that someone is going that far to slander me on Reddit. Make lies about me. This is libelous, man. And I'm here to address those rumors. That's just simply not true. How could you be saying so much about someone you don't know anything about? I don't even think you've sat down for more than 10 minutes of my streams. I tried to follow on his Instagram YMonkey and I got blocked straight away. I got blocked. It's a private Instagram. That makes me believe that it's a genuine account. That's the only thing I could say, but that's only my opinion, so don't take my word for it, and I'd say carry on doing your research into that. He will be the match she never had, apparently. As I wrote in Psychos Aren't Not Simps, her own disorders attract the really most broken types, like a high power magnet or better, like a black hole. Slowly you have to worry seriously about Maya. You have to worry about her because of people like me, who I only ever tried to show support any way I could, and this is the things that they say about me. I've never said anything even borderline like creepy or anything. As far as I'm aware, I listen back to the streams. I spend an extra hour or two just listening back to some of the shit I've been talking about, and it's nothing that could warrant this. That's they do target. So you've got accounts that are specifically targeting any of the mods, and it's happened to you, Wire Monkey. I see. Do you remember the name of the account? Because there is one account that's been bothering me. The account's called Throwaway. I don't know if you know that. Throwaway? Just 2 words, throw away. Oh. Are they trolling? I don't think they're trolling, Megan. And the reason being is because this is a very serious Reddit. Like, the level of detail that they've gone into sort of documenting these things. The trolls are the people who make like dumbass comments on the YouTube. These people, they're not trolls, man. There's some like they must be people who must know Tessie or must know of her using alt accounts or using accounts on the Reddit. Paul Brent, you're absolutely right. At the end of the day, people will think what people will think. It's true. There's only so much for me to be up in arms. My only concern is that they've gone a step further. Oh, Megan, it's not. It's gonna make you completely. Well, it's gonna stress you out. The way it stressed me out. A comment on one of your videos, posted on YouTube account, deleted it. You know what? Why Monkey? I'll make a bet with you that they deleted that alt account and they're using another one. That's fine. Honestly, that's probably not too much of a priority at this point, given the fact that there's quite a big time disparity, and it's most likely going to have been done on an. It would have been done on an alt account anyway. That alt account is probably not in use, especially if it may have been banned, like from chats or something like that. And Megan, thank you so much for your very kind words. You know, I don't mind being called creepy or weird. So that's something that I've said on previous streams. You can say that. Like, people have called me that a million times. I don't really dispute that. It is what it is. And it's even what Paul Brent said. If you come across a certain way, people will just think that. You know, people will think what they will think. And there's nothing I can do to change it apart from change the way I come across. They could know her. That's true. Like, why would they care so much? They're literally doing an investigation as if they get paid to do this. Anyone can make videos, for example, and just talk, like, on the fly. This is completely unscripted. But they are really digging very deep into this, and it's the same accounts. The same people on this Reddit were on the last Reddit. That Reddit had been going for months. Goddess of Tuna, Aqua Avengers Assemble. Who else? Aware being aware, I've seen you before as well on the last Reddit. And look at this stuff that they're saying as well. So a lot of her mods have retired, so now she's casting about for any remaining simps to convert into a mod, namely the most loyal simp code. So this is what I'm talking about. Get the point that loyalty is a factor. Someone, well, I wouldn't even loyalty. I was very active, I would say, very active in what I did in terms of like being a cheerleader for Tessie, trying to get people to see that it's not as deep or as offensive, well, basically not to try to take her as seriously as they really should have. To not have been so angry and to realize that they're, God, that they're cancelling her, or the screams to try get her cancelled is blown out of proportion to some degree. I'm not saying that she hasn't made any mistakes. I am just saying that they're taking this way too far. And a fault of her to fancy mods and simps who would stay around forever, considering she does not take care of appearance at only 18, whilst her looks evanescing. I dare bring up the horny competition Maya's up against. What the fuck is these people talking about now? This is getting seriously like, now they're just talking about like Pornhub, OnlyFans and stuff. I dare bring up the horny competition Maya's up against. So what does this have anything to do with it? It has nothing to do with this. What competition? Like this actually doesn't make it. And I've read the sentence, I still can't make sense of it. They are sick. Okay. Plain into that ever since helping his first time mod, not trying to me to her. Now, what do these people think? Do they think that we're trying to get ourselves into some serious trouble, scandals by doing this? Like we have anything to gain? Well, I mean, truthfully speaking, I can only speak for myself, honestly. And you know, I'm a fan from well, not millions of miles away, thousands of miles away, tens of thousands of miles away across the Atlantic. I mean, I've got no interest, or I've got no immediate plans of doing anything. I'm here. I'm literally just, goddamn, in my room, just talking about everything that's been going on. You know, I've never tried to go out and go on a full attack on anyone as well. Like, I've not. Maybe I've called out a few people and say, "Hey, come and talk to me. Come and talk to me." But that's all I ever said. Like, for example, Paul is one person who's not really. He's not really a fan of my stuff. Doesn't like my stuff, and he's been on the chats lately as well, trying to sort of talk. Try to basically talk down on me on the chats and stuff. And I'm like, "Hey, glad to see you again. If he wants to come and give his opinions on this chat, I'm more than happy for that. And it will just make for interesting talking points. I know for a fact that Paul isn't accusing me of like anything major, like in the same manner that these Reddit people are. So I'm always happy with that. I don't mind anyone who's like, who's got a little bit of concern. If they want to ask some questions, then great. This is where things get really fucked up. So this is what the hell? Hold on. So yeah, I have to notice the stalking this now mod does. Okay, this now mod does. He spends hours making content dedicated to Maya. First suspected it to be trolling, so the person actually thought I was a troll. How could you go from thinking that I was a troll to being a complete psychopath who's completely obsessed with Tessi? That's a massive 180. Massive, like. This first suspected to be trolling, this is competitive dedication. I too am engrossed in his position as mod, and as you implied, potentially escalating into indefinite stalking. That's a massive accusation to make, to say that that I'm stalking to begin with. I'm not stalking. You know, stalking is someone who hates Tessi, right? And is constantly giving her harassment and won't leave her alone. The people who've been harassing me during my time as mod, for example, they're stalkers because they're only doing it to try tear her down. I'm here, as I said, trying to give whatever kind of help and support. She said it, that's not a joke to you. Okay. Oh lord. Who the hell believes cancer is a fake disease to get money from the rich? So it's too silly to believe, Paul. It is too silly to believe. That's why I don't understand why people are getting so angry with it. There's literally made up characters in shows like South Park and Family Guy who've said far worse than that in particular. You know, I personally, I would say, you know when someone is messing with you. I really am sorry to hear about that, by the way. Like, it's tough. Cancer is a serious issue. It's a real disease. Okay, just to clarify, cancer is real. Anyone who genuinely wants to cause offense wouldn't be saying something like it's not real if it's already been proven by like science, well, obviously proven by science that cancer exists. We know that. This is just a very deep form of trolling. Very deep. Something that will get people riled up. But, I understand that it's a sensitive subject to a lot of people, especially those who know of other people who suffered, family, friends. It's just that if they read between the lines and then they realized that like, she wasn't being serious at all when she said that she was going to sue her for that girl for her cancer money and for her wigs, for all of her wigs basically. She was going to sue her. She was going to take all of her wigs basically. So that's when when you realize that it got way too ridiculous to like to even like believe. And at that point, I would have just given up. If I was someone who didn't really, I didn't really like her at that point, I would have just moved on and been like, wow, that's it. I mean, I like a lot of her other stuff as well, but a lot of people don't care if it's a joke or not. Some people, they'll get their feelings hurt because it's too offensive. Some people, I've seen a lot of things, as I said, on television growing up. I've watched and listened to comedians who've taken it a lot further than that. Yet you have people cheering them, clapping them, still paying to see their shows. There's still double standards, and that's still something that needs to be addressed. So, I just want to say something. This aware being aware who made the original post, I say so. He's not a simp at all. This is a psycho. How are you calling me a psycho? Again, you're calling me highly dangerous. Who the hell have I hurt? I wouldn't even hurt a fly. Listen to any Richard Pryor routine. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like there's a huge market for this stuff, or there was at least before cancel culture came along. A lot of dark, twisted humor about very sensitive, sensitive subjects. Obviously, some people some people not as much. Um, but Wire Monkey's got a very good point. We were just discussing that earlier in the chat. Like for people who aren't sort of familiar with Richard Pryor, like later generations, then I can only sort of point you towards get more watered down versions of similar kinds of comedy. In terms of like the media, I would say South Park and Family Guy. But like, if you wanted to sort of go back, basically, it's like Eddie Murphy and Richard Pryor. Whoa! Oh my God, Paul Brent, do you not know who Richard Pryor is? Do you not know who Richard Pryor is? This guy, he's got some of the best dark twisted humor. Bill Hicks, another one. Look, Richard Pryor's dead, he's still heavily respected, man. Still heavily respected for his routines. So, wow. Imagine that. Imagine introducing the thousands of people who've been so shocked at what they've seen so far regarding Tessi, as if they've never heard or seen anything like that before, and introduce them to Richard Pryor or Bill Hicks, and they're going to have a heart attack. I promise you that. And that's true. Sour Melon makes a very good point. Two wrongs don't make a right. There's a lot of people who say, oh, she's made fun of cancer, she's made fun of this, she's made fun of that. And then these people are saying stuff like monkey tit, like all these terrible insults, man. Terrible misogynistic and sexist insults. They need to be looking at their own behavior. I'm not saying, people are going to be like, well, why are you so offended if Tessie said as bad? I'm just saying, don't be hypocritical. And nice for putting the link in. Paul's gonna get the shock of his life, by the way. Oh lord. Damn. Are you really? Are you really not like? Man. And we're not saying that. We're not even saying that this is like some like. You know, this is the kind of comedy that you feel guilty when you laugh, but you have to laugh, even if you feel guilty. I don't know how to explain it, man. There's a certain kind of. I know. Maybe a certain kind of. Maybe I am weird and creepy for liking that kind of stuff. Hell, that's probably true. But you know, it's a big market. A lot of people do like that kind of stuff. Millions of people like that shit, in fact. But it's true. I mean, there's a lot of people who've said some horrible things, yet they're the ones complaining about, oh, but it hurt that person's feelings. Yet you literally um, talk to her as if she's like some kind of, like the way they described her, like people who hate on her saying, oh, you only simp for her because, oh, you want to get into bed with her. Oh, you only simp for her so that she can send you nudes. If this was a male creator, they wouldn't be saying any of that kind of shit. They wouldn't be saying any of that stuff. But because Tessie is female, they'll be saying those kind of things. And I'll be like, well, tell me, why are you so angry? Why are you angry that I'm simping? And they're like, oh, because she made fun of cancer. So you're telling me, for what she, the joke that she did on her Omegle thing, excuses you for saying what you said as well? So you're allowed to say that, but she's not allowed to say this. Is that right? The amount of things that I've seen. Oh man, no, it's true. Like, man, I've heard no, but let's just take it a step back. Let's forget about it even being a motivation. I feel bad that anyone, or any male, I would say mainly males, who are fans of her stuff or has ever given her a good comment, like, thumbs up, are being accused of that simply because the people making those comments are misogynists. You know, sexist. Oh, the only reason why she's got fans is because she's a girl. The only reason why this guy is simping over her is because, you know, she's a girl and all that stuff. And I'm gonna be honest about something. I've got memberships and have, for example, donated to male creators that I like, that I'm big fans of. I'm gonna have to give a shout out to someone. One person I still follow to this day, even though they may have gone through a supposed downfall. Ice Poseidon. I mean, I still support the guy. I say a lot of, you know, nice things about him. Nobody ever accuses me of simping for him, or wanting to see, or wanting to get in bed with Ice Poseidon or anything like that. Oh right. Absolutely. I'll make sure. I'll save that link. Oh, thanks. Absolutely, I'll make sure of that. So yeah, and so yeah, the double standards of it all. There's so many people who've done it. They're not good people. The people who've made horrible comments. The people who, you know, haven't really been insulting and stuff like that. I'm not even like, we're all bad people at the end of the day, man. We've all made mistakes. And yes, you're right, Megan. If you stream for long enough, you're bound to make a mistake. You're bound to say something, even if it's by accident, even if you genuinely didn't mean it. You know, people make mistakes. We learn from it. It is what it is. It's just entertainment. It's a bunch of words. I'm not here to hurt anyone, yet I'm deemed as highly dangerous. They've dedicated subreddit posts to me. I can't believe the kind of things that I'm seeing right now. Look at this. I found that very telling too. I even mentioned his obsession with... Wait, hold on, yeah. His obsession with Pokimane. So now I'm obsessed with Pokimane. Oh, Pokimane. I love you, Pokimane. Pokimane, I'm obsessed with you. Pokimane, I can't stop thinking about you. Pokimane, I can't stop talking about you. Hey, I never said anything like that in previous videos, by the way. That's what they think of me. They think I'm obsessed with Pokimane. So to him, when he was part of the original sub, he would skip over that point every time anyone brought her up and focus on something else to try and turn the conversation around. My obsession with Pokimane, the only reason why I even talked about Pokimane is because of the diss track that Playmate Tessi made against Pokimane, and that is by far my favorite diss. That's my favorite track of Tessi, hands down. That was my favorite. That, probably very slanderous, I'm not gonna lie, but don't take that track seriously either. I play it on the intros of a lot of the clips that I put up on Twitch. Paul Brent, oh wait, what does that have to do with Tessie's videos? The fact that those people aren't being back in the day when nobody really gave that much of a damn about being PC, cancel culture wasn't a thing. You know, it has everything to do with it. It's a form of entertainment. People were paying tickets, shows were being run, venues were allowing, and venues and production companies, entertainment companies were allowing these acts to go ahead. They signed off everything, the material. The people were laughing at it. Packed out audiences. They got DVDs of the shit, right? Yet when Tessie tries to do things that aren't even as explicit, they're not as offensive on YouTube on her own channel that anyone can choose not to go to. You know, it's not on any major networks. It's not a sold out show or anything like that. Then there's a big issue. It has everything to do with it because of the way the cancel culture is. Like, people are trying to get someone cancelled because they found a joke that they didn't like that may have hurt their feelings. Even though there's clues that she was not being serious with what she said. Tessie's a smart person. She knows cancer is real. Do you understand that? Yet as part of that skit, you know, she was like, cancer is fake. It's a fake disease. Anyone who says anything like that you should realize, hey, look, I shouldn't really get so annoyed with it. Instead, what you should be thinking is, hey, what else is she gonna say that maybe could get you to laugh? You know, as part of the persona, you know? At the end of the day, Paul Brent, I understand. If you don't like her, I'm not telling you to like her. I'm not even saying that you're wrong. Like, I've never disputed what you felt about her. But that's the thing. Once we decide what we can and can't talk about, it has everything to do with cancel culture, even if it's one thing like, for example, cancer. If she said stuff like, oh, cancer is real, or she knows that cancer is real and she was being dead serious with the things she was saying, I could understand why it could be deemed offensive. And maybe I would be a bit more on board with what people are saying, but there's so much evidence. How could you, like, not realize that she's literally taking everyone for a ride? Yeah, slippery slope. Where do we draw the line? Cancel Peppa Pig very soon. Soon we won't even be able to watch children's shows on YouTube. You know, that's going to be terrible. Soon you're going to have to verify if you're old enough to watch... Wait. Yeah, if you're old enough to watch something like Spider-Man. Talk on the phone, this could explain if anyone should be the one upset with her. Yeah. Alright. I think you have... The whole thing was just a setup, man. It's just... It was an idea. They wanted to do something with it. They did it. There was another person who was involved, another mod. His name was Gamble. He was involved in the whole situation, like trying to get that Omegle call with the cancer girl going. So it's not really that deep. I hope Cancer Girl's okay, by the way. You know, she's got a platform to speak up about all of this. I'm pretty sure she's literally ducking underneath all that crossfire. Yeah, Chinese Communist Party. Chinese Communist Party. Um, Forgive me for saying this there, Why Monkey. But to sort of clarify Megan's point, it's just that we spoke about this a lot, I think, on previous streams. So Megan, that's another thing I want to actually talk about is you had a really rough life. My life was fucked up, man. I've seen so many things and like realize it's not all black and white. It goes deeper. It goes deeper. Okay, then why? Um, yeah. Look, whenever you're ready to, I don't need to pry anything. I don't need anything for streams. More just to understand the situation. To be honest, it'll just be good for future reference. I would say, sort of going forward, and that's something I'd really want to sort of understand how it even came to be. So we touched on it a little bit, like very little, according to what you're saying now. But yeah, man, Tessie's live streams, like, I mean, they made me feel like, hey, it was actually good vibes. It was nice and enjoyable to listen in and to watch on some of the things that she was saying, understanding her situation a bit better. Kind of, you know, drew a lot of similarities with my own life, to be honest. And that's one thing that I kind of really sort of felt a bit closer. I kind of understood a bit more as to why she was doing what she was doing. Nobody really. It's not like she's got any parents to make proud or anything like that. Seeing as they've not really been there to help all that much, and all that stuff, and a few other things as well, to be honest. But you know, I've seen and heard a lot worse. I've had a lot worse direct against me. None of this shit phases me, man. Like, apart from the whole, oh, we're gonna report you for being some kind of, we're gonna falsely report you for being some kind of psycho creep. Like I said, swatting is not a joke. If anybody does report for the false reasons, you better have your evidence. You better submit evidence, if there is any. So, don't want to Discord right now still. You don't have to. Why, Monkey? You don't have to. Honestly, the burden is not upon you to do anything at this point, even if you may have the knowledge. Because at the end of the day, man, look, if you don't want to talk about, as not even say, in your own time, I'm saying, like, in your own time, when you feel like you want to, I mean, Paul Brent will be back another time as well. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Him being on recent chats that have, of like over the last few days on live streams, you'll be back, man. We're gonna go into it a little bit further as well. So, but check this out. Wait, so you guys had the time to read the whole thing, right? I'd say press 1 if you read the whole thing, because I just wanted to clarify that she made the track. I started doing some commentary about the beef because she did an IG live a while back saying how much better she is than Pokimane, and I was dying. I was laughing inside. I was creasing. I was like, wow, some of the things she said about Pokimane being jealous, copying her name from Gucci Mane and all that stuff, it had me dying inside. I didn't know what to say, man. Like, and that's why I was talking about Pokimane. I made a whole video about the IG live and the diss track. So that's why I'm so called obsessed with Pokimane. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I just really wanted to touch on the little beef that Tessie had with her, that Pokimane still hasn't responded to. Maybe because she's scared. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying that's what it is, but still could be a possibility. Why the hell does this always happen? So you would look at these people. He would skip over that point. Okay, the mask well and truly dropped when someone asked him why, as a person who is black, why we would support someone who spews racist comments about black people and other minorities. He flipped again and began ranting about racist white people. What the hell? Without knowing if anyone who asked was actually white. That in mind, I happen to think it was a different attempt at flipping the tables to get people back down when they hit the nail on the head. What the fuck? And don't let her know that she's only second choice. So I got two things to mention, right? Yeah. Oh, trust me, you wouldn't want to put your. I would say you wouldn't want to put yourself out there, that Megan, but it's completely down to you, and I'll completely support you if you do. By all means, solidarity. Thank you so much for coming to the stream and supporting. It's really been helpful, and it's been nice to speak to you. I've been seeing your comments, and I felt bad I wasn't able to go live a lot earlier. I would have much rather have done that. Maybe have had a bit more time to talk about this. But I don't think you are paranoid, Wire Monkey. I think your suspicions and your concerns are genuine. I just wanted to backtrack to the point on the Reddit. What I actually said, to clarify what they said, is that they're like, oh hey, look at you, you can't support Tessie. What I was saying is that because of my ethnicity, they were like, well, why are you supporting Tessie? You know you shouldn't be supporting Tessie. Saying that in itself is actually racist, just to let people know. It's like saying, oh, you can't vote for Donald Trump because you're black, for example. That's racist to say that. People will be like, what? But Trump is against, and I'm like, look, you have to understand it a little better. Telling people who they can or cannot support based on, for example, their colour is a form of discriminate. Basically, it's racist. So that's why I said it. So them saying about me talking about racist white people, my only suggestion is the only people who would say that, like a person who's of an ethnic minority would have said it. They would have said what race they were. A white person would never really mention it. Majority of people are white. You have to remember that. So just to let you know, I wasn't trying to say, oh, without checking if they were white. It was nothing about that. It wasn't even targeting anyone. Like, I was just saying that you're telling me, and I'm saying based on the statistics, most likely as a white person, if you're from the US or if you're from the UK, the majority of people are white in both countries. So, and I don't know who any of you people on Reddit are, so you're most likely that demographic, and I could be wrong, as I said, unless you tell me otherwise. And they're like, oh, as if they know, as if I know what race, if they are white or not. Well, correct me then. Correct me. This is your opportunity to correct me if you aren't. So I was just saying, look, so it's okay for you to watch or someone else do, but I can't. So that's just clarifying the point. The diss track is still up on her channel. It's called Pokimane Diss Track. I will drop a link. Probably not. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna do it now, guys. So this is the original video that I made.
Pokimane, 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 Pokimane. Why you do that, Cookie Man? Cookie Man, don't do that.
I mean,
Cookie
literally,
Man.
like, what? Like, she literally, like,
So
stocks. Shut up. Exactly. Stop trying to be
I'm gonna send a link to the chat, to the track.
Exactly. Read it till it's backwards, dumb bitch.
Yeah.
I know, she's literally Pokemon's fucking stalking me. Like, listen here, fucking tiger ugly bitch. First of all, why the fuck you copy Gucci Mane? Like, Pokimane, Gucci Mane, like, really, bitch? Like,
That was funny.
she's just so unoriginal.
That was so
like,
funny.
Be fucking
She accused
original. Be
Pokimane
fucking
of, like,
original.
copying a name from a
original,
rapper.
fucking dumb bitch. But yeah, read that shit till it's fucking backwards,
And
fucking dumb bitch.
that's where it all
Pokimane.
started. That's
Stop
basically
trying
what.
to be like Tessie, Pokimane, because it's never gonna fucking happen.
If you guys actually look on the live, the chat,
I'm literally in a castle, so shut up. I'm in a
look at the
fucking
pin
castle.
message. The pin message is from me, by the way.
And it's only one of my.
Stop
fucking
trying to be
castles.
like Pokemon. Stop trying to be like
Also,
Tessie, basically.
Shut up, you're jealous.
So that was very funny, man. In fact, I'm surprised that others haven't actually come on board. Yeah, so I sent the actual link that I put on the chat is to the actual diss track on her channel. So you only see the actual track itself, not the video, just the whole track, completely uncut. And it's funny, man. That's what really got me going. And they're accusing me of literally stalking and obsessing over Pokemon just because of one video that I made specifically about that. So it's up to them, man. No one should be trusting these nutcases, man. As in, you can't be making something out of nothing. That is what's really crazy. That's the okay. And look at this. Don't let Maya know she's only second choice. So apparently Pokemon is my first choice. Like the person I've been sipping for well before I even knew Tessie existed, basically. And that's not true. I was never really a major Pokemon fan. I follow her on Twitch, I do. Mainly so that I can participate in, well, because she's got a lot of people in her chat, participate on the chat and stuff like that. I'm not really sub to her channel. Videos unavailable. Damn, you're telling me she actually privated the video. Let me quickly check something then. Okay. Yeah.
I seen that post on Google, man.
Thank God. I think I must have messed up with the link. So this is the right link. Sorry, people. I do apologize for that. I had a bit of I need to update on the original video then. We're gonna do that later. Yeah, so if she does her next streams, it'll be betrayal. Yeah, okay, this is the only time they actually had any kind of sense of humor on this Reddit. This is the only time that they actually had any kind of sense of humor. Still creepy shit that they're saying about me, but the title, the way it's spelled, betrayal, rude attack by code, and misspelt by as well, to mean as in bice. Oh lord, your poor code. That would be funny if there would be videos titled like that, man. And he'll end up being the new Jimmy. So they're saying that I'm going to be cutting myself then, or that's what they'll be trying to say. Alright. Look at that. His calm, cool demeanor only holds up for as long as people aren't willing to look a little closer. Occasionally that Max slips in things he responds with. All things considered, it's a big note for me too. Maya should distance herself from that one. I am not that one. I am a human being with feelings, man. I've got feelings too. And yet you're stepping all over them. Hey, the whole time I was complaining about people's feelings being hurt, so I don't really care about that, to be honest. That's not the major issue. But it seems like apparently they care about her well-being. They care about her well-being. They want her to be happy, right? The only way to do that is to completely hemorrhage all of her supporters. Tell all her supporters, yeah, leave her alone, and let all her haters attack her. That's their logic. Fucking flawed. Oh my, why does this happen? It was just getting juicier. There's 26 comments on this whole thing. And these people are saying, look how he's pulling the race cards when he's simping for a self-proclaimed racist. Wow. The rhetoric of how he reacts to confront such contradictions because you're telling me who I can and can't support. At the end of the day, I don't believe that Tessie is racist deep down. She does have a toxic fan base, and I'm sure that many of her fans actually are, or some actually, I wouldn't say many, I'm saying there is a small percentage of, or from what I've seen, a small percentage of fans that actually are. I don't think she is, but there's fans that are. I'm not saying you guys either. I'm not saying you guys. I mean, like, I wouldn't say a small percentage. I don't even know how big the proportion is, to be honest. But I've seen some serious shit. Nothing that she said nothing compared to anything. Well, basically, she said nothing compared to what some other people said on her own streams. She didn't say anything anywhere near that bad. So they're using the race card against. They're just beating me with a stick because of my skin color, saying this is who we can or can't support it. That's how I see it. They may see it a completely different way. But that's how I see it. It's the same thing with the whole Trump argument. That's the reason why I use, like, have an argument against that. They're misunderstanding what I'm trying to tell them, and they will never get it. Terrible SJWs, man. They're actually putting down the people they're meant to be supporting. Fucking hell. You're absolutely right about code SM96. Why did person go ahead with full caps? If anyone's a psycho, someone who types a full paragraph in literally literal caps, like her, all his YouTube videos are all about her. He does the same. He sits in his bed 24 hours a day saying, "Ratch, leave the queen alone. Leave the queen alone." Hey, I've said it a few times. He does this, okay, he's another creepy sicko. He's from London, and he's also been exposed as he was acting as a 10-year-old boy on a live stream. There's a video where he's putting people's names up on Reddit and blast, all because they were standing up to Maya, aka Playmate Tessi. He is dangerous. He must be stopped. He must be stopped. He must be stopped. Oh my lord. Oh god. Wait. Well, that's the thing. People are like, oh, she's being racist, which essentially she's not, let's be honest. She's not like white Caucasian, but then again, anyone could be racist to anyone. Remember, like, even other colors can be the same to white people. That's one thing I'll always argue against other people, is that yes, that exists, regardless of what people may think. And that's the dumbest thing. If people don't believe that racism can exist against, for example, white people, then they're the dumbest people ever. And I think these are the same people who would say that kind of stuff. I must be stopped, man. I'm dangerous, man. I'm dangerous. I don't want... These guys, they're gonna have me on the run one day. But look at the way that he said it with such urgency. As if I've ruined people's lives. What the hell have I done apart from these streams? Search anything with my name or anything like that. You wouldn't find anything apart from the streams, the Playmate Tessi series. Like, you wouldn't see anything else apart from that. So I don't know what's so dangerous about giving my honest thoughts and opinions that weren't really that offensive to begin with. And check this out, the whole gang needs to be stopped urgently. So I'm glad that they're not sort of like putting sole responsibility on me. We can all share the burden together, guys. We're all creeps. We're all dangerous people that need to be stopped. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. I can't believe it. And okay, so here's another false accusation. There are red flags up about code SM96. Girls, be careful. I've heard there are some lads after him from the UK. Nobody's after me, otherwise they would have come by now. Nobody's after me at all. I don't know where they got that information from. Just because one person, like, on the chat, or who came on Tessi's chat, asked where I was, and I was like, yo, I'm from, like, the UK, from, like, London and all that. One guy was like, hey everybody, stab him, he's from London. They literally, some guy on an alt account said that. His name was Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter went on the chat, talking to me as if he was a friend, like he was cool with me. Oh hey, so how are you? Yeah, everything good? Oh, where are you from? London. Okay, cool. Hey everybody, he's from London, stab him. And I had to get rid of the guy, man. So some dude actually incited violence and threatened told other people to come and find me so that they can stab me up. Though some random internet trolls are basically after me, no actual people. And that was from a chat like from several days ago. That's disgusting behavior. People complaining about getting Tessi cancelled. Tessi has never asked other people to stab someone. The people who hate on Tessi have done that to me. Do you see? That's not just double standards. I like the name as well. It's such a shame. So screw him. But the double standards are there. The people are actually sending death threats on chat. They're sending death threats on chat, man. I've been sent a lot of death threats, man, recently. And it's me who should be worrying about safety as well. It's come to that point. So firstly, I'm not pro-Tessi just because I'm not always anti-Tessi, but I appreciate the mention. But yes, he gives real stalker type vibes. Okay? He's been relentless on all social media. At first I thought it was just clout chasing, but it's really strange, and I think he is using it as an attempt to creep his way closer to Maya. Why? Okay, so how am I trying to creep my way closer? As I said, all I ever said is if there's anything you needed me to help you with, I'll do that. And I tried to do that. That's all I did. You know? Simple as. Just being a super dedicated fan instead of just like being on the chats and watching the live streams, I decided to be a bit more active. All the streams that I put up on YouTube and Twitch, they're on all of my social media profiles. There's no reason why they wouldn't be. I want as many people to come as they possibly can from all accounts. So don't think that I'm making them specifically dedicated for her and all that stuff. Primarily, this channel, primarily the Twitch channel, primarily all my other social media profiles is for me. Tessi or non-Tessi related. If you research Ganville and realize how many times he's been trying to diss and bully Aaron Carter, that's enough. That's enough to know that there's red flag. That's enough to know that there's red flags when it comes to that guy. His attacks against Aaron Carter is some of the silliest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. No offense. Well, that's the thing. Like, it's okay to fantasize about certain people. I mean, in terms of like, you know how fans are of like people that they're like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know when there's someone mega famous, like, I don't know, let's throw it out there, Mariah Carey or something. So people like fantasizing, oh, hey, Mariah Carey's so amazing, that kind of stuff. You need to check that out, Wire Monkey. It's some of the silliest shit I've ever seen. Ganville's literally harassing Aaron Carter. He's prank calling. He's going on like No Jumper, that podcast from Adam22. Or he's trying to get involved with that. And he's literally got some beef with Aaron Carter. It's just some of the weirdest. Well, it's funny. It's funny. I can't say anything about it. I'm not involved. It's a funny watch though. But once you see that, then you realize the kind of person that Ganville really is. In terms of, he's all about the drama. He's all about the smoke, man. He's all about the drama. So, shout out to you, Ganville, if you're watching. Oh yeah, sorry about what I said about the last stream about not even being able to see your sub counts, your videos being privated and stuff. Like I said, man, the more videos, push it onto that YouTube algorithm. I'm pretty sure that we're gonna be crossing paths one more time. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, it's not like I even wanted. I don't want anything to do. It's not like I'm even planning to. Like, at this point, I don't have, immediate plans to do anything else. You aren't seen as pro-Tessi because you're not anti-Tessi all the time. You see, that's the biggest issue. You should not be seen as pro if you're not anti. Does that make sense? That's where their own thinking is a little bit flawed. Just because you're not pro, or just because you're not pro does not mean that... Okay, just because you're not anti does not mean that you are pro. Simple as that. Doesn't mean that you support. You could be a bit more balanced. It's in that way because you play devil advocate like it's your day job. That just seems a way of complaining that I'm not being negative enough. That's true towards her to your liking. I don't see anyone bringing information if people are stating half-truths or missing information. That's what they've been doing, stating half-truths and missing information. Yeah, but that's what they've been doing. And this is what this guy's been saying. You've been bringing half-truths and missing information. Saying that I'm using it as an attempt to creep his way closer to Maya without any flipping evidence. Real stalker type vibes as well, man. Come on. I know people may feel a certain way, but it's just a feeling, Unless you've got some cold hard evidence to back that up with. Within the rules, I think you're allowed to say whatever you want without having to worry about what people like. Likewise, we're allowed to give you our impressions within the same parameters. Will those impressions change? We'll see. Yeah, and that's fine. Don't feel as if any rude discourse with anyone. Open discussion. You haven't been rude at all to begin. I don't think being protested would make you a simp, so I wouldn't worry about that either. She's scraping the bottom of the barrel. Look at these people. Oh, wait, hold on. You guys didn't even get a chance to see that one. Yeah, she's scraping the bottom of the barrel. These people are saying some bullshit about me. This is slander. It's okay for them to say some of the things, I guess. Sour Melon, have a good night. Thank you so much for coming onto the stream. I didn't want to bore you guys with a lot of the drama, but because of everything that's been going on, I had to do it. Hence the title, Addressing Rumours. They're all just rumours. That's all it is. But thank you so much. If you haven't already, Sour Melon, hit that subscribe button, and you will never miss a stream that I will be making. Even if you only pop by for a bit, it was nice to have had you as part of the discussion. Thank you for staying positive as well throughout the entire time. We really appreciate that. So this isn't even the worst, right? This is fine. Okay. So they've chatted a lot of shit about me being creepy, about me going to be being the next Jimmy and all that stuff. But they went way too far. Where is it? Yeah, check this out. Look at this. This is where they start to threaten police action against me. This is where they threaten police action against me. What the hell? Stickied comment. Speaking officially. What's wrong with this? May I ask, what's wrong with this goddess Atuna? Why are you so obsessed with Tessi? You're just as obsessed with Tessi as I am. Admit it. You ask what's wrong with me, you guys think I'm a creeper. Am I not allowed to think the same about you? Yeah, I would have figured. I'm not gonna lie there, Wire Monkey. It's actually kind of a good thing that I need to take a step back from all of that. Something I do need to speak to you about, Wire Monkey, I really do, but it's going to have to be in private. Did I clear my name? I hope I did. I really hope I did, but I doubt it. I think people are going to use this as a reason to double down and say this guy's definitely doing something wrong. Otherwise he wouldn't be apologizing. So yeah, this is the recent post. I don't even want to look at the post, I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's too deep. Let me put myself on the other side. What the fuck? Okay. So as you can see, I know they both think they are ahead of the game in 200 IQ, but there is a reason why they could only do this with a British passport. The only person that would be willing to help them is Code, who is British. There's a reason that KOT purposely cuts out the time in his Instagram posts, and we've already heard his American accent. Nice attempt though, but hey Code, if you would like me to report you to your local London Metropolitan Police as a suspect in this, I'd be more than happy. I'm not going to dox your name here, but I do know it in full. The SMB in the initials. So you're threatening and teasing doxing me on a thread. Look at this Reddit, man. Check this out. It says no goddamn doxing, yet you're teasing it and you're threatening it. Do you understand? Full names, relevant addresses, IPs, any users. If you found a name you think is relevant, please message a moderator first. Do you understand? So these people are threatening to dox me to begin with on the Reddit that they said they shouldn't be doxing. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So much more venting. Venting that the world can't oh god, man. So check that out. And look at the threatening message I got from fucking LabourBot 2. I'm looking for you, LabourBot 2. You and your bitch ass moves trying to threaten police action against me without any evidence of me doing anything wrong. This is a serious accusation and you can get in serious trouble for that. I will make sure that if you do any kind of investigation against me that comes back with no further action, I'm going to sue your fucking ass. We're going to find out who is behind that account. This is not a joke. And this is not me playing around. I hate to say it, but I have to be a little bit more stern. The things that I'm reading is absolutely disgraceful, man. If you would like me to report you to your local London Metropolitan Police like it's some fucking joke, it's not funny. Gather some evidence before you even think about making accusations like that. I have nothing to do with this post. I am not involved. This is not my doing. And well, there is more that I would like to speak on that, on the actual post. I don't think I'm going to be able to cover it on this stream, however. We're just going to cover the Reddit, the people who've threatened me, and what they've been saying. But we will be covering potentially the reasons why the original post was made. As I said, I had no involvement, but it does have an effect on me, what the situation is basically. Why does this always happen? Okay, yeah, I would say just ignore future antagonisms from them about identity. They will drag it on regardless of how much we prove. We want to give them the least direct attention possible because they thrive on even iota of recognition. Okay. Look at this. I had tried to warn. It was clear what would happen. Let me just check chat. Sorry guys. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But most likely she's probably going to turn off stream and end it. I hope they're being well behaved, man. Yeah, well, no. No. They're not saying that I'm the account. They're saying that somehow that I must have done what was asked of me. So he would have asked me to do it, and that I would have done it, like with the whole... I really hate to show this. I'm gonna have to show this there, Why Monkey. This is very quick. Okay, this is nothing major. Now, just to reiterate to everybody, I have nothing to do with that. Absolutely, I don't know why the hell that post was made. It's got nothing to do with me. I've got nothing further to say on the... I have very little to say on the matter on this particular stream. I really need to think about how I address this. So they're saying that I was the only person who could help them because I was British. My question is, why? Like, it's weird. Is this a coincidence or isn't? Or is it not, basically? Yeah, so they're accusing me of having helped even though I didn't do anything. As in, I had no involvement before this. Yeah. Those days, man, before the internet. Oh, Lord. That's true. I mean, the most important thing, to be honest, is to defend the right to free speech and to not bow down to getting cancelled just because some people did not like some of the things that you said. Because the majority of their content doesn't really break any rules, you know. Terms of service, community guidelines, not even age restricted as well. And these people are still complaining, asking to report her upon every video. So these people have a serious issue, and it's that kind of same mentality that's influencing this kind of thinking about me as well, like on the Reddit post, as you can see. I had tried to warn. It was clear what would happen, what these verifications attempt. Okay, pathological. Now let's raise the drama to a new, even more pathological level with a 1:1 copy of this Reddit. At least there, KOT once again clearly and blatantly formulates what the goal of the activities of the two is. To destroy Bat's life, if necessary, also that of the whole family, friends and acquaintances. Look, I've got nothing to do with that, to be honest. Even if it takes two to tango, it should now be clear at least who's stalking whom and who's obsessed, and at which point of the victim-perpetrator cycle we are here. I think Ultranum 8 had already hinted that she sees bonding problems here, which are probably mainly due to the fact that the two sisters were abandoned by their mother. Well, why do they know so much? Do you understand? Yeah, Megan, don't worry about us. Our freedom of speech, it's under attack, but I've been standing up against it. The amount of times I've had police come up to me, like, even when I was having normal conversations with friends, apparently I've been reported by someone literally a few steps or a few meters down for using like explicit or insensitive language, and they said that if you say those things again, that we have the right to arrest you under a public order offence. Yeah, the UK is fucked up, man. It really is fucked up. Whatever happened to the land of the free, man? Okay. Oh, right. That's good, man. Take it back to the basics. Who knew the power cut? Blessing in disguise of all the bull crap and the shit that you've had to deal with because of the weather, the serious storms. It's good that it actually kind of dialed it back probably like a good 15 years, I would say. 15, 20 years at least. So I see, as far as I understand, is that they're threatening action against him. Okay, fine. But why are you going to drag me into this when I have had nothing? Imagine, how would you guys feel? How would you guys feel if that you had nothing to do with a post or a particular post, and then someone threatens to report you to your local police department? How would you feel if there's nothing that you did that could have got you in trouble? Someone else's actions that, and they said themselves that nobody wants, well, they didn't want me taking credit for it. Absolutely not. Unless this is some kind of setup, basically. Chicago, alright, damn. What else? Analysis, face continued antagonism, could give, okay. What the hell is wrong with these people? Look at this. My analysis was that I could either ignore their claims and face continued antagonism towards this sub as a whole, or I could give a credible piece of verification to put at least a stable plug in the accusations that may create unwanted cause and effect. The effect was a satirical. I just don't understand who is this goddess Atuna? Why are you so obsessed with Tessi? Why? I said why? The effect was a satirical sub that garnered little attraction aside from canonical simps and hate masturbators. Some memes about my writing, I really don't mind. I made a new rule about direct posts about KOT that will go into effect tonight after code has been modded and we can see more of his intentions and true personality. They're literally on the chats 24/7. She literally just admitted right there she's on every single live stream. Goddess Atuna, you're on every single live stream. Thanks for the admission. Okay, as Monin, see more intention, true personality. I'll apply this rule to him. What rule is this though? What is the rule? Also, I definitely agree we should not take the role of therapist or savior. Well, that's what you're trying to do. You've been over-analyzing the situation like some kind of wannabe professional. It's not possible, nor truly ethical in Maya's case, unfortunately. I used to try to talk to her about going to get a med check with a psych when I first saw her first Jimmy breakdown, but quickly realized that isn't the kind of streamer chat relationship because of her pathologies. I now don't interact with her at all since initiating the sub. Now, this is the kind of clues that makes us think that you may be Matt. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that's probably why she even thought or had any suspicions that your account could have potentially been Matt. I could see that. No one who apparently cares that much. I mean, but then again, you say kind of streamer chat relationship because of the pathologies means that you're probably a stranger. It's a Reddit account mainly. I don't think it's a YouTube account. I've never seen it on YouTube. I've never seen that name on YouTube in my entire life. It's specifically on the Reddit. Only on the Reddit, people. She's been a major player in this Tessi Reddit. You, Goddess Atuna, if you're watching this right now, you're the reason why that last Reddit was so. Okay, let me withdraw. Forget everything I said. You were part of the Reddit that was so toxic. They banned me, cancel. Cancel, they banned me in that Reddit. I tried to speak up for myself. They've been slandering me the entire time. They shouldn't really be doing this. They shouldn't be threatening police action against me if I can't even speak up to defend myself. How the hell am I going to communicate with many of these people when they don't go on any of their other accounts? They only use alt accounts when they go on the YouTube to participate in chat. So I don't know who's who. They really shouldn't be doing that. If they take this any further, even I'm going to be entitled to take some sort of action against this. They shouldn't really not be doing this. It's not helpful for anyone to be making false accusations, threatening to report me to my local police department, even though I'm out here telling you what honestly has been happening. I have no involvement with whatever this post is regarding. The King of Tulane post, nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. Absolutely not. You guys got it completely wrong. And my warning earlier, this is very serious. Like, it's not a joke. For you to be making Reddits about that, you can say I'm creepy, you could say I'm weird. You guys have called me dangerous and I've only laughed it off because you still don't have any evidence to prove your case to be making such accusations. But once you start threatening false police involvement through false accusations, that's when, this has gone way too far. It's gone way too far. Nobody's time is going to be wasted over some internet shit. You don't know whether they would have created that Reddit anyway. I did not create any Reddit. I can't even create a Reddit if I wanted to. My karma is so way down and all that shit. You don't know whether... Okay, you still don't realize that it makes a decisive difference whether you talk about a story. It's like they're in their own echo chamber, basically. It's like they're hiding within the Reddit and, in their safe space, their little safe space where... And soon they're going to make this one private. I guarantee you that. There's not that many members here. There was nearly 1,000 members on the previous ones, yet it was the same names. Ultranum, Goddess Atuna, and the others. Okay. It says, okay, protective claim that nothing cannot be done. Okay, so they did the dirty work. That's bullshit. I see. What you write about, of course, is that I have spent far too much time on the subject over the last few days. Okay. That's true. This had something to do with the fact that I was pleased that Tuna had started the Reddit and I wanted to support her a little by simply opening a few topics. Yeah, this aware being aware guy completely slandered me like shit. He's a motherfucker. Aware being aware. You're not a nice person, dude. However, if nothing moves forward here, I may just move over to the laid-back Rob Dizzle satire camp. What's wrong with these people? I like Rob a lot. He's a cool guy. Cool guy on, chats, posts and everything. We've been on good terms. We've spoken and all that. You give him a pass, you're okay with him. Yet you completely murder me. You completely shovel me into the ground with the shit that you've been saying. And I haven't even said anything much different from Rob. We haven't said anything that much different. We actually have not said that much different, yet you're slandering me, calling me a creep, a weirdo, dangerous individual, and one of your lackeys has threatened another Redditor, not you, being aware, threatened to report me to the police. So Labourbot did. Labourbot. What the hell is wrong with this person? They're the ones who created the Reddit labor bot, right? He makes a post. They would have created the Reddit regardless. Okay. You don't know whether they could have created it. This is what he says. Okay. Then look at what you said. So this is how he responds to response. You've posted more on this subject in here now than I have, and I'll currently give more attention to this than any other commenter here. You should have never have made this post threatening police action against me if you didn't want being aware to respond to you. Labour bot, you're being a bitch. You open the discussion just to close it down when anyone else wants to speak about it. Even your own friends, your Reddit friends. Ah, God, Megan, I don't think high school girls would be wasting their time on this bullshit. They'll be out living life and doing what other people in high school would be doing, enjoying themselves. Not stuck in a basement doing this shit. That's funny though. Okay. So, okay, just letting you know right now, without any threatening intent, that I'm watching you. It's cool, but if you're watching, it's usually best to let them know. Usually, wow. You don't have to be messing. You don't have to be menacing. If you have an issue, you can either address it or ban me. Wow. So guys, look at this. Apparently, this discreet lighter dude has. Hold on. They got mod permissions, but apparently I'm not allowed to see. I'm not allowed to see who's mod because of I got banned basically. You can either address it or ban me. You maybe overestimate how much I care. I'm watching you, yeah. Isn't that I'm watching you? Watching you because you're saying things that you really shouldn't be saying on the Reddit. No, I don't. I don't. Not contesting anything you say in here, but they must be getting hard-ons when you guys talk about them like they're kingpins. That's no. I'm thinking, what the fuck are these guys on? What kind of substances are they taking to be coming to these conclusions? That is some creepy shit, honestly. The stuff on this Reddit, man, it's literally it's meant for the dark web. That's really creepy the way they're addressing one another on the actual Reddit, as you can see. This just doesn't seem natural, man. It must be said that some of us have a related academic professional work background to set a moderate factual framework for this Reddit. Okay, so don't worry guys, we effed for a second, we're back. So apparently they've got PhDs in this. Treat Tessi as a patient. Pink psychiatry brand. Just trying to read this crap, man. Why am I not moving this stuff? Because I think this kind of it breaks up the paragraph, man. Guys, you can see the Reddit Playmate Tessi drama or _ drama. If you want to join it and give your 2 cents, I'm not even sending you to attack him. I'm just feel free to give your opinions on the matter. To be honest, they wish that she was their patient. They just wanna understand her so much, or not even understand her. Okay, not to worry there, Erme. Yeah, like, honestly, I don't even recommend it. I'm not even asking. If you don't want to go on the Reddit, don't go on the Reddit. Not because I'm scared as to what you'll see. I'm literally going through everything that, like, there's nothing to hide. They want to fix her. These people are obsessed though. Who are these people? Why do they care so much? Why do they care so much? I want to know why on earth they must be people who know her. They must know Tessie. That's the only explanation that I can think of. It's crazy, man. By the way, guys, we're gonna be ending stream in 4 minutes basically. I want to keep it sort of nice. Well, 2 minutes and 15 isn't that bad, I would say. So we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, I did get banned for making positive Tessie posts. I just wanted to show some support for the girl, man. God damn it. Is it really that bad? And I'm not saying, oh, she hasn't done anything wrong or anything like that. I'm saying, yes, okay, look, to some people it may not be the best, maybe like insulting or offensive, but you guys are actually punishing her disproportionately. I care so much that they care is because they're threatening to report me to my local police department, Paul Brent. Imagine not having any evidence of someone, yet deciding to make a false accusation and to report that to the police for them to investigate practically nothing. So wouldn't that make you a little bit upset? Wouldn't that put you on edge? I mean, I've got nothing to hide. Truth be told, there's nothing for me to worry about in particular, but the fact that such action is being threatened to begin with isn't funny, and the way that they've said it was actually very serious, to be honest. That wasn't really nice. Not everybody's inwardly stable enough to temporarily... Okay, this is just... Wow, it's like essays about Tessie. So now they're talking about the differences between the US and the Canadian healthcare system. Just to talk about the difficulty of accessing help where Tessie is, especially having the situation with her health insurance now that she's no longer obviously living with her father. It sucks, man. It sucks to anyone. That's the shit that's not a joke. That's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny, like, but it is what it is, man. Really, we've got nothing to worry about. I just wanted to address the rumours. That's what I really wanted to do. So it's okay. We're gonna carry on doing our own thing. We're not gonna be bullied by the Redditors. Okay, they really, man. They don't. I don't think they really care about if they're going into. Oh Lord. Okay, so here's the great news. Look at this. Well, sure, that's fine. I won't mention King of Tulane in here again. I don't think they are worth the attention. I just thought it was appropriate in this instance to point out their own stupidity. So this is the person who wrote the Reddit saying, hey, I don't mind if you would like me to report you to the police, and yeah, I know your name as well. I'm just going to let you know your initials, etc. So they weren't threatening to dox me, they were teasing it a little bit, if that makes sense. So I think he's got backlash from the moderators saying, look, you can't be, if you keep talking about that, well, it's going to cause trouble to the Reddit. Obviously, it's going to cause trouble. Streams like this are going to be made, and it's going to bring this to a whole new audience. Now it's not going to be in your own little corner. It's going to be out there for YouTube for everybody to see. Everyone who knows about the Tessie drama will know about this Reddit. And unfortunately, because of the way that you made the original post, you could have really have avoided me even doing this if you hadn't been so inflammatory. If you hadn't had... if that makes sense, man. So he's all... Yeah, they're pretty fucking lolsies. Hard not to pick apart fallacies. Big wrestling match. That's true. Cancel culture, man, is some loser stuff, man. Crazy. Yes, that's right. They're still trying to run the campaign to shut her channel down. They want her gone. They want her channel finished, her cancelled, and nothing to do. Um, this new objections guy is actually very problematic as well. So that's not right. You can't just cancel someone because, oh, I don't like that person, I don't want them to make money, I don't want them to do this, I don't want them to be on YouTube anymore. That's not right. You're fucking with someone's livelihood just because of an opinion. So these people really need to they need to look at what they're actually cancelling and need to realize exactly like what Megan said earlier. Where do we draw the line? Where do we draw the line? It's not fair. She's getting far too much scrutiny for this shit. What the hell? No, I didn't admit anything. I never admitted anything. Say, this guy's new objection is trying to accuse me of admitting that that was me or I had involvement in that post. I didn't. I must, whatever it is, it could even be a misunderstanding if I said something, but I was not involved. I think I said something on like a chat saying I did what I needed to do, but it's nothing to do with this. It's two completely different things. You can't be taking someone's words out of proportion. Look at this. Another accusation. Clearly a dig at last night's post, more trolling that falls flatter than a pancake. They really think they're hilarious. King of Tulane's about as British as Tuna is Matt. They aren't. Code seems to be throwing in with KOT and showing his true colours now. We don't even speak like that. We don't even speak. I just wanted to mention that to anyone on the Reddit who's actually oh god, oh lord, sorry guys, just need to open something again. Yeah, I was just checking the stats, but we don't even speak like that basically. So they're saying that I'm working together with anyone. It's not true. Showing my true colours, possibly. I'm surprised that for someone who wanted to bring some balance to the whole situation, he's tossing away any credibility he had in that regard so soon. Well, no, I am not, because you're accusing me of doing something that I did not do. I did not do anything with this post. I'm not involved with it. So you saying that I'm throwing away any credibility of me not wanting to keep it balanced, that's all influenced by by the false accusation that you made. If that thinking is influenced by the false accusation, why should I be listening to what you're saying in that post? Okay. He hilariously called people on Reddit not too bright in the past. I've said a lot of things about the people on Reddit, man. I've lost track. I don't even remember saying that, but I'm pretty sure I said 100 other things as well. That's just mainly just a joke, to be honest. I know these people are, they could be smart if they want to, but they're just obsessed. Just like I am, I guess. Yeah. That legend is true, Erme. Megan, it was a pleasure to have you here. I'm really sorry that it really dragged on a lot longer than expected. I really am sorry about that. But it was good to have you here. It feels good that I don't feel alone in terms of the concerns that I'm bringing up. So it's good to have spoken to you guys about that. So it means a lot. I really do appreciate that. I noticed that earlier today he's now saw people using Tessi expressions, laughing at them, baiting them into abusing them, banning them. Months of being a good-natured, polite simp, he's become aggressive and rude. Am I aggressive or rude? I'm a nice guy, man. I'm sorry. I know sometimes I was stern. To label bot, I had to be stern with you. What you did was unacceptable. I don't really think he was the mentally ill danger. Okay, so this is a little bit more balance. This is something I agree with. I didn't really think he was the mentally ill danger other people perceived him to be, but to change overnight like that doesn't say much about mental stability. Fair enough. But then again, you never really knew who I truly was to begin with. You don't know who I am. Like, you haven't watched enough of the streams to know. So we done caring who Tessie and her simps think is running the sub, or is there some issue that I'm overlooking? Do we really need to drag this out? Nah, we're done. I just thought it would be funny to see them caught out in their own stupidity to let go know that I have no issue in report. See, this is the big issue I have, you know. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, if you're still here, White Monkey, I'm gonna literally wrap up the stream. I wanted you to see my response, basically. My one response before they banned me. So I literally can't write on the Reddit anymore. So this guy says he's done. He said the main thing he wanted to do is let me know that you have no issue in reporting me to the police if he continues to get involved with the 2-lane account. If you want to report me to the police, go ahead and do it now then, Laborbot. Since you're threatening it so much, go ahead and report it to me. That's what you wanted to leave me with? That you have no problem reporting me? Because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. That post was not my doing at all. Laborbot, if you're watching this or you're going to watch a replay of this stream, at the very end you're going to be skipping towards it. In fact, I should put a timestamp specifically for you, motherfucker. But, yeah, go ahead and make the report now, without any evidence, and see how that bodes. Because the moment you do that, I'm going to take action against you. I've saved your details, I've made screenshots of all this, man, in case I needed any further evidence. If anything goes down, right, we're coming back to you, because I don't even know what I'm being reported for. I don't even know what I could get in trouble for. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know shit about that post. I don't know. I know who runs the sub because of who the mods are, Goddess Atuna and another person. But that's it. That's it. So I responded, just to clarify to everybody that I am not involved in the creation of any posts from King of 2-Lane. The passport has nothing to do with me at all. It is up to you whether you want to believe me or not. Honestly, I do not care and wasn't even aware of the drama surrounding this particular post. If you still insist on reporting me, then go ahead. I have done nothing wrong, and you will be wasting valuable resources that could be used to help in more serious incidents, because this is going to lead to no further action. They will still try to investigate, that's what I'm worried about, but as in no further action, no matter how much time that they spent investigating, it's still a waste of resources, right? Saying you are not going to dox me but using my name against me and threatening to report me to the police for something I never did shows the kind of people you actually are. You do realize the consequences you will find yourself in with making false reports, right? I suggest you do your research before accusing people of things that they have never done. Like I said, I was not involved in the creation of the post. You should leave it at that, unless you want to see me more on the Reddit, since this constitutes harassment. I would be entitled to state my case against false accusations constantly made about me. What would you gain from me being here every day? You're better off making the Reddit private, in my honest opinion. And that's the last response. After that, I got banned. Is it in the message box? Just to prove to you guys, basically. Yeah. So here's the conclusion. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit more. That's the old one. We don't care about the old Reddit. This is the main one, the one at top. Yeah, I've been permanently banned as of yesterday. When I sent that message yesterday, basically, is when I got banned. That was the final reply. I did the one saying keep doing what you're doing on a previous one, and the latest one, the whole report, you know, threatening to report me to the police. Thanks, Wire Monkey. I really, really appreciate that. So, yeah, with all that, I like to say, it's messed up. I'd like to conclude the stream, though. I feel like we've talked about a lot of things. I feel like we've managed to get down to a lot of important questions. address some rumours that have been circulating. Um, and I feel like I've stated my case. If anybody ever asks me about this shit ever again, I'm going to point them to the stream addressing rumours. There's nothing else that I need to say. I've never really been involved with that account ever. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't work with that account. I don't do anything with that. That post is definitely not something I've done anything. I've never done anything for that post. I've not done anything for any post before, and I will not be doing any posts in the future on that account either, or for that account, in case you guys are watching. I just want to let Tessi know that I still support you. Pink gang, ATM army. I'll be a little bit more active, of course. I just had to sort a few things out during like the Easter. It's been tough. It's great to have you here, Wire Monkey. It's been an absolute pleasure. May, thank you so much for being for being here and being positive, bringing that positivity in here, man. We really, really needed that, man. Lightheartedness, a little bit of jokes, and yeah. Everyone else who popped by down to the stream, thank you so much for listening out. I know it's been a while since I last been live on YouTube. I know it's been a while since we last kind of spoke. We're going to make sure that the schedule's a lot more regular. We'll be moving away from this, man. We'll be moving away from this and finding a bit more common ground with each other. So I definitely want to get suggestions from you guys in the chat. Wire Monkey, let me know if there's any things that we should have been talking about, sort of, I would say, away from all the drama. Yeah, but it's been great, man. Thank you so much. Thank you again. It felt a lot better getting this off my chest. I really do feel much better. Like, I really appreciate that, and it's good that I'm really happy that you guys came on to without you guys it wouldn't have been as valuable. Not because I wanted people to sort of agree with me or to listen. It's because it's good to speak to others who feel similar, I guess. It is what it is. But yeah, I wish you all the best. I hope you all enjoyed your Easter holidays. Stay safe, look after yourself, keep updated on the socials as well. So make sure that you're like, follow me on my Twitter, all the other socials. Just gonna do like a quick scroll through, quick rundown. Oh God, what the hell's wrong with me? Nice. So guys, yeah, I just started a Patreon, by the way. You can have a look at the site. You don't have to join it, obviously, because, I don't really have anything on there, by the way. TikTok, Twitch, I'll be streaming on Twitch quite regularly. I'll be doing some more TikToks as well. None of them really not much Tessi related. Twitter, follow me on that. Instagram, Facebook, get at my page. Join my Discord as well. So there's a link to my Discord, Wire Monkey. If you can see this, literally hop in, join, click continue, and just say hi. I'll be able to speak to you on that server. We've got some trusted people where we can DM each other as well. Okay, if you wanted to speak one-on-one. And yeah, that's practically it. It's your boy, Code SM96. It's been a pleasure. I will see you guys. Well, see you guys in the next. Catch you on the flip side, basically, man. Peace.